Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to find and unlock NPC number 13 in your character decks. Now, I know that the season has been out for a few days already, and Chapter 2 Season 8 is full of surprises. But one of the interesting things about this season is the 13th NPC in our character decks. Now, I have seen a lot of people asking me questions about where this character actually is, so I figured that I'd make a video on it, even though I'm pretty sure there are other videos already out there. For any of you guys that don't know, this character is actually in the game. Now, on the other hand, character 17 is still not actually in the game, but character 13 is. The difficulty with finding them is that they are actually not available on the map. Now, that may sound a little bit weird, but you need to do one of these sideways anomalies in order to actually find this character. And basically, the Cube Assassin was actually not available for the first few days of the season because if you guys remember, just a few days ago, they disabled the Cube sideways anomalies, meaning that you had no chance of actually beating them because they literally didn't exist. Now, these cube anomalies will spawn randomly throughout the map, and when you actually see one of the purple rifts on the map, then you have to go to them, fight through a bunch of stages, and some of these times that you actually interact with the rift, you will find yourself the Cube Assassin. Now, what's difficult about this is not only the boss fight that you have to take with her, because it is extremely difficult. That Cube Assassin is going to kill you if you do not come prepared. So let me tell you, do not think that you can just drop down, get one shotgun, and win the fight, because this fight is a very difficult one. So you will need a bunch of guns going into it. Now, for those who don't know, the 3 sideways anomalies that actually spawn at the beginning of the game are not the only ones that spawn throughout the match. Basically, what this means is that as the game progresses, more and more of these purple rifts will actually spawn. So what I would honestly recommend doing is landing at a place that is further away from these anomaly rifts, and then as the game goes on, hopefully you will have one spawn near you. That way you don't have other people dropping in who were trying to get these anomaly rifts right off the bat, and now you are fully loaded out because you were able to actually loot up, and this means that you will actually be able to beat the sideways cube monster boss much easier than if you only had, say, a gray AR. So I've done a bit of rambling here, but basically what I'm trying to tell you guys is that in these sideways anomalies, you will sometimes find yourself the Cube Assassin, and in order to actually register this character to your character decks, you need to actually kill the Cube Assassin in the sideways anomaly. Now, what's really difficult about these sideways anomalies is you need to progress the waves in order to actually keep it alive. Now, as you guys can see on the top of the screen, there are basically 3 trophies when you initially start off, and killing the monsters will actually raise your bar and get you closer to the next trophy. Now, you need to balance doing damage to the boss while also killing monsters so that the cube anomaly doesn't actually just disappear, because if you don't kill enough monsters in time, it will entirely disappear before the boss even spawns. And also, may I mention to you guys that this boss is not guaranteed to spawn at every anomaly. It's really annoying, but it's a system that's completely random luck-based where only sometimes she will spawn. When she actually does, though, I would recommend to attack her while she's in her defensive phase, when she's actually in that shield, and then you'll actually be able to strike the Cube Assassin, and hopefully you'll be able to take her out in the time that she actually has her shield up. It is a little bit difficult, so it may take you a few tries, but once you actually kill the Cube Assassin, you will be able to interact with them, and that will actually register them as the 13th character in your character decks, allowing you to only have one remaining, which of course is the 17th one, which is currently unreleased. But this is where to find the 13th NPC in your character decks, how to register them to it, everything that you need to know about them, the Cube Assassin. If you guys actually enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please consider leaving a like on it and subscribing to the channel, as that would help me out a ton. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you guys in the next one.